I've combined these. I have f of x, I'm going to subtract this. I have x minus 5 squared minus 115. Can you tell me where the vertex is by looking at this equation? Where is the vertex? The vertex is at what?
Negative 1,
5 and negative. Okay, please graph this right now. Let's graph the original.
Where did you get the positive 5?
Because when this says negative, it's moving it to the positive.
So the vertex is the opposite of H and K.
The opposite? What do you mean by opposite?
Opposite sign.
No, it's only the opposite of the H.
I know, the opposite sign of H and K.
Okay, thank you. All right, I didn't know that there was a comma there. It sounded like it was all one. All right, so is everybody graphing? Now you're going to have to, what are we going to have to do with our window here?
Change it.
We're going to have to change it because our y-axis, the window, needs to represent what? A negative 115. Okay, so let's go to y equals, we're going to graph x squared minus 10x minus 90. And my window is going to be at 5. My x minimum, my x max, my 2 is 10, scale of 1. My y minimum is going to be, what?
Negative 150.
Maybe a negative 150. And my y max could be 0, right? Because we're going to be down. So it could be 0. And what should your scale be?
I try not to mess with that.
Okay, you have 150 units. Now remember, only 20 will
50.
fit on there. So you could do what? A scale of
5.
5 goes into 150. 30, it's going to be too big. 5, you can't do 5.
10.
10s, all right. Then let's see what happens with our graph.
What did you put for the Y?
What's the Y scale?
Okay, so that's what my graph looks like. Let's see if I can put it right there. And my window, I did a window of a negative x, a negative 5, and a max of 10. I could have, because when I graph this, do I maybe want to see more on the right side? Maybe, but I mean, the point is I know where that vertex is,
That's what I'm asking.
okay? And that's what you're trying to do by using HK. Would you have known, Emily,
Yes.
where the vertex was by looking at this equation?
The HK one?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can tell x squared minus 10x minus 90. You know where the vertex is by looking at that equation? No.
I
Okay?
said the HK one and you were like,
Oh, okay. In HK form, yeah. Okay, can we stop the chit chat, please? Because I really want to make sure that everybody understands that. Okay, is everybody clear that by writing it in HK form, we could tell where the vertex is? In this form, we can't tell. Okay? So think about this. I mean, you should be able to get to a point that you can do this mentally. And I'm looking at that 10, I'm going to divide it in half. So I know it's going to be x minus 5 squared. Okay? And I know that if I add 25, I'm going to end up with my negative 115. So you should be able, at some point, to look at this and think, I know what it will be in HK form. And there's another way, and I'm going to show you one more way to figure out what x is, but not yet. What?
So, you said the H of K form is more elegant?
Is HK more elegant? I'm not sure if it's more elegant. I'm just saying that it's more useful. Okay? All right. You want to do one by yourself?
No, it's fine.
Okay, let's try this next problem. write this down, and let's see if you can't do that. And this one is g of x. What is g of x equal?
Y.
Same thing, right.
Thanks, Steve.
Now, in this particular one, so what are we going to do with that 5? Huh? What are we gonna do with that 5?
Subtract it.
Subtract it, okay? And what am I going to do with the middle term?
Divide it in half.
And divide it in half. You might want to leave it as a fraction,
Wait,
because isn't that 5 divided by 2 squared? And think about that. Can you easily do that in your head? What is 5 over 2 times 5 over 2?
25 over 4.
Right, 25 over
6.25.
4. And what does 25 over 4 equal?
6. I'm
One,
done.
two, five.
And a quarter, okay, 6 and a fourth, okay?
Same, yeah.
So then you add 6
And then you add six
Alright.
and a quarter and so minus 5.
Yeah.
Five.
So wait, then you do, so then you have 1 and a third?
Yeah, so I'm going to have a positive,
So you have x minus 5 squared plus 1 and a quarter.
well, the 1 and a quarter is on the other side.
So you subtract it, so it's negative, right?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Yes.
5 squared is equal to 25 fourths, which is equal to 6 and a quarter. Okay, so I know that if I multiply this out, I have the 6 and a quarter on this side, so I have to add the 6 and a quarter on that side, okay? There was a 5, I subtracted the 5, so I had the minus 5 and the 6 and a quarter on that side. I consolidate. Now what do I need to do?
get that 1 and a quarter on the other side.
That's right, and what do I have?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, so where is the vertex?
5 halves and negative.
And
Can
a
you use decimals?
negative
1 and a quarter.
1 and a quarter. Okay. Yeah, you could use a decimal on this.
Okay.
All right? So far, so good? Okay, because I'm gonna give you a little twist here. No, there's always a
Oh,
twist.
yes.
No, the twist
This
is not hard.
only has 5 minutes.
I know.
She's gonna give us twisters? What's it called?
Okay.
Twizzler.
Okay. So let's look at this. Let's try to go through this fairly quickly. So if you could just hold your questions, Michael? Thank you.